What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video. Today's video, pretty dope. We're going to go through all of MJ's All-Star jerseys. We're going to go through all of MJ's All-Star kicks. Talk a little bit about his history in the game, All-Star game in particular. And that's that, man. So we got the 1996 jersey on, Mitchell and Ness. We have the Mitchell and Ness 1996 hat. And of course, this hat replicates the original OG Logo Athletic championship hat that MJ actually wore to get his fourth ring, or after his fourth ring. And these are kind of like the same hat. So, but this is the original OG, so I keep the tags on it. And this one I rock. No, it is what it is. So with that being said, we're going to go through from 1985, which is his rookie year, all the way to 2003, which is his last All-Star game. And let's go with it. All right. So we're going to start off 1985. We had the rookie season. All right. We have the all white, heat pressed, super dope. And of course, MJ would rock this with a Chicago one. I don't have the Chicago ones, unfortunately, but this is the closest thing that I have. So with that being said, super dope. He would rock these in 1985 with the Chicago one. Fire, right? So 1986, he gets injured, breaks his ankle. He's, out here practicing, breaks his ankle. So he misses the All-Star game in 1986. And then 1987, they actually wear the same jersey from 1989. All right, so we're going to go through that. We're going to kind of backtrack. But I don't own the 1987 Jordan 2 that he would actually wear during the All-Star game. So now we go on to 1988. All right. 1988 was a big breakout year for Mike as he won regular season MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Slam Dunk Champion, and All-Star Game MVP. All right. So this is the 1988 jersey. Super dope. Again, with that heat press, but this time you get that real nice shine. They did a good job with the shine this time. And he would rock the Black Cement 3. Now, this is the only time MJ would wear the Black Cement 3 during the season. He would mostly rock the White Cement 3, and he would rock the Fire Red 3, I believe, in the playoffs. But this is a dope combination. MJ, 1988. All-Star game was in Chicago, so it made it a little bit more sweet. So now we could go back to 1989. They would wear the same style jersey, and MJ would rock the red version of the All-Star jersey that year, 1989. Super fire, super dope. Of course, he would bring out the same sneaker he would wear in the playoffs. And if you guys know about this sneaker in particular, last shot against Cleveland in Game 5, I believe, over Elo, and the celebration would happen with these kicks. But yeah, so we have the 1989 All-Star game, Black Cement Classic jersey. So as we move on, in 1990, he would actually wear the same style jersey in 1988. So he would wear something similar to this style jersey in 1990. But of course, he would break out the black and metallic 5s. Now this Jordan 5, he would also wear in the playoffs as well. So as you're starting to see a pattern here, MJ would rock his playoff in the All-Star game. So that's pretty cool. So we kind of get a little sneak peek, you know what I'm saying, of what he would wear in the playoffs. So 1990, he's wearing pretty much the same jersey as 85. Now we go to 1991. This All-Star game takes place in Charlotte. And this happens to be my second favorite All-Star game jersey, especially from Mike. He would rock this jersey, right? So in 1991, he would also rock his first championship kicks, the Jordan 6 Infrared. Beautiful, beautiful sneaker, beautiful jersey. This game would take place in Charlotte, but I'm going to keep this jersey around a little bit because in 1992, he'd wear pretty much a similar style jersey, except they removed the stars here and they dropped the NBA logo. That game would take place in Orlando, and that was a tough game to watch, but it was a great game to watch because that would be the first time Magic would play after he announced his HIV. So that kind of sucked. It was sad to see, but Magic had a fantastic game, and you could tell everybody's kind of catering to him. So But this is the first time we will see MJ rock a specific shoe for the All-Star game. So in 1992, he would bring out the Jordan 7 Bordeaux, right? So this is pretty dope because this is the first time we see a brand new colorway, not a Chicago Bull colorway, so something completely different. And he would rock this in 1992 in Orlando. Fire. So as we go to 1993, we go to my favorite jersey, MJ All-Star jersey. We go to the blue version. And let me just give you a little bit of detail. I'm sure you guys already know, but this is a screen print, the whole NBA star and the All-Star here. And then this is a stitched number. You have your embroidered NBA logo. You have your double stitched number on the back, single stitched on the Jordan. This game would take place in Salt Lake City. John Stockton, Karl Malone would win co-MVP. MJ did drop 30 points in this game, but it's a super dope game. And of course, he would bring out another All-Star game exclusive, the Aqua 8. Super fire dope. Super fire dope. So, you know, great combination, great All-Star game. My favorite All-Star jersey. All right. So that's 1993. Now, 1994, he will retire. I think Scottie Pippen wins MVP that year. 1995, he does come back from retirement, but he doesn't come back in time for the All-Star game. So 1996 is his first full season back. Of course, he makes the All-Star game. He wins his second MVP. So this is most people's favorite Michael Jordan jersey, All-Star game jersey. Probably not mine, maybe my fourth or fifth, but it's still a fantastic jersey. And what I like about this jersey in particular is it pays homage to San Antonio. So we're starting to see jerseys pay homage to the city that they're in. And as you can see now, Nike's trying to do it. They did it last year with the train system. They did it the year before with the honeycombs on the jersey. And I believe this year they did it, though, the games were supposed to take place in Indianapolis. So you had that old Pacer style jersey this year. But this was a phenomenal jersey. And of course, he would wear the Columbia 11s with this. So super dope. Beautiful. Hope they retro these again with the wide, thick cut patent leather. That would be great. And he would win his second All-Star MVP. And then we get to 1997. So I'm going to talk a little bit about 1997 because originally we were supposed to get a different style jersey. Champion, who was the manufacturer at that time, made a prototype. And they made a prototype to make the jersey kind of cater to the city of Cleveland, which is where the All-Star game took place that year. So as you see the colors, you have that little light blue with the orange. That was actually supposed to be a part of the original All-Star game jersey. And I'm going to show you a prototype right here. So boom, right there. Super dope. Great concept. The Mac production factory. Hopefully we could get that going because I would love to have that prototype in the collection. But they scratched that and then they went to the regular jerseys that they would wear, but they would add a patch. So as you can see, the 1997 patch. You have your 50th anniversary embroidered. You have your MJ jersey in white, but he would rock the playoff 12. This is a Jordan that he would torture the Utah Jazz and Brian Russell in, and he would wear these during home games during the playoffs, but he decided to break it out during the All-Star game. And again, we go back to that pattern of seeing MJ bringing out the playoff version in the All-Star game, kind of like a preview to showcase his Jordans coming up. So you have the black playoff 12, you have the 97 All-Star jersey, great combo. So as we get into 1998, this was a big year in Jordan All-Star game history because this would be his last All-Star game as a Chicago Bull. The game would take place in Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. As you see in The Last Dance, he's talking crap about Kobe, and they later become best of friends and really, really close. So, but we had the 1998 All-Star game. He wins his third MVP, third All-Star MVP. And then he's wearing the Jordan 13. This is, again, another Jordan 13 we will see later on in the playoffs. But this will be in home games only. And then he would wear the black and red on the away games. But you see this jersey with this sneaker during the 98 All-Star game. Pretty dope. So MJ retires, and now we go to 2002. And in 2002, he comes back as a Washington Wizard. In the 2002 All-Star game, he wears a Jordan 17 Lightning. So it's a Jordan low with a little bit of yellow. And they wear the Washington Wizard jersey with the 9/11 patch, and beautiful jersey. I don't have that jersey. But in 2003, which would be his last, played in Atlanta, we had the 2003 All-Star game. This is his last All-Star game. And the players, knowing that it's his last All-Star game, would really cater to MJ. They had special performances. Vince Carter gave up his starting All-Star spot for MJ because, you know, he meant so much to the game. But during this game, a great, phenomenal game, MJ would hit such crazy shots and clutch shots, and Kobe Bryant was going off, and Kevin Garnett was going off. So it was phenomenal talent. McGrady went off. Like, it was a great, great All-Star game. But you would see promo pics of MJ rocking the black and blue Jordan 18. And he would have promo pics with this shoe, but he would play the game in the Jordan 18, white and blue, which he would wear most of the season. He did dabble in a couple other Jordans here and there, but this was his primary shoe during his last year as a Washington Wizard. So there you have it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I did have to take all these jerseys from upstairs to bring them downstairs, but I do it because I love it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing this video. I enjoyed talking about the sneakers. I enjoyed talking about the jerseys. Everything is just so beautiful. But, you know, again, man, thank you for the support. Like, subscribe, all of that jazz. We out. Peace.